Well, hello everybody. Welcome. I hope we are live. We have two people apparently that are watching. Today I'm joined by a full house as we start with Parashat Beshalach. Beshalach means when in sending away, like it could be when somebody's sending away people. So far, Laura, the lovely Laura, is saying good evening. I don't know if my mom will make it, but if she does, then she'll give you a good talk. Nice to see you, Laura. And whoever might be coming in, we are 5 of us right now. I'll throw names up because there are people who don't know us. So here we go. I'm Jason or Jace, and Jonathan is up there. And then
Froze. He froze.
Jason froze. Jason,
Oh,
you
you
froze.
Who's froze?
You
I'm
froze.
froze.
You
Now
not
no
anymore.
more.
No, it's all of you.
You were saying Adele.
Adel is there and Jonathan in the corner and Colton down below. I, just so you know, never freeze. It's never my internet's fault. It's always everyone else. So,
That's
yeah.
how
And he
you
never
have it.
freezes in person because he's in Tel Aviv and it's never cold there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
See,
right.
I am in Tel Aviv and you guys are all cold. Except for John Leifer, it's nice in California, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely in California. I can tell you, I don't want anybody to.
Everybody else is freezing their
Yeah.
bums. Yeah. All right, we will get started. As is our thing in this stream, basically, we are going to read through the Hebrew of part of this parasha, Parashat Beshalach. I think we're the third aliyah, right? I believe.
Mhm.
These are the lovely folks that keep everything going around here. They keep the lights on, including this bright ring thing that's always in my face. So I appreciate you guys very much. It make my life just an easier thing. This is the passage that we will be reading. It's actually not too short. It's verses, I think, 13 through 25. Should be easy to get through. So we're going to get in. Yeah, it'll be easy to get through, but there are some nice features of the language there. Okay, so we're starting in not even 13, it's 15. So it means it's 11 verses, I think, counting number 15. And my pen is working. Got some background noise going on, don't know what that is. But here we go. The first verse says, Vayomer Adonai el Moshe. Okay, I'll write so that if there are people who need to follow along. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe. Ma titz'ak elai. Daber el bnei Yisrael ve'yisa'u. Does anybody have BHS open?
Yes.
Can you tell us what it adds at the beginning of the verse?
Maybe.
Hmm.
So it adds Vayitzak Moshe el Adonai. So Moses
Yeah.
shouted at God.
Yeah.
Or at Adonai.
So it adds, it says that there are certain versions that start with Vayitzak Moshe el Adonai. Okay, I'm just going to put a yod for God's name. Vayitzak Moshe el Adonai. So some of the versions say Moses shouted to God, and then God said to Moses, "Why are you shouting at me?" That's pretty cool. But our version, the Masoretic text, starts with God said to Moses, the Lord said to Moses, or Adonai, "What would you shout to me?" In other words, why are you shouting at me? Ma atatzoek alai, ma titz'ak alai. Daber el bnei Yisrael, speak to the children of Israel. Don't shout at me. Speak to the children of Israel so that they will go, in order that they will set out, travel. Okay, so we've got some verbs. Vayomer is amar in the Vayiktol. he said. Titzak is the irreal, that is it's rendered basically as future most of the time, of tza'ak. So ma titzak, what would you shout to me? Tza'ak is to shout. Daber is the PL of the root dalet bet resh. Ledaber, to speak. And this is more interesting than all the rest because this is, he's giving an imperative, speak to the children of Israel, and then he's using a ve yiktol. Ve yiktol, meaning that it will happen, so that, or in order that. This is the purpose. Speak to the children of Israel so that they will travel, so that they will go out. Okay, so the veyiktol, look out for that. It is not vayiktol, which is the narrative past, and it's not just a regular yiktol. It's expressing purpose. Okay.
How did you differentiate Esau here from the Nifal Binyan? I know it's Yiktol, but how the Nifal would be? Does it have a Nifal at all? No.
I can't think of any nifal for this root. Because the root is traveling, so it doesn't really have a passive.
Sure.
What we have is a standard A-class future. Because remember, the yiktol can have one of three vowels here. It can have an O, it can have an A, and it can have an E. The E is mostly the first yod verbs, like yeshev, yiten. I can't think of many right now.
It does look like a nifal, though, doesn't it? Because of the shifted accent.
Yeah.
Because this nun assimilates here, and so it becomes yisa. Okay, yisa is he will travel, he will set out. And then when you add the u, initially it was yisa'u, but with the movement of the stress to the end, this vowel reduced, became yis'u. And then this one is skinim levi, so you will find it like this, yis'u, yis'u. That's the future of nasa as you find it in the Bible. But because it's in pause at the end of the verse, the vowel returns, the a, as the historical vowel and stress, and then there's no shva, so you have to take the dagesh back as well. Yisa'u, yisa'u. A lot of things look like nifal when it's first noon because it loses that element. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. 16. Jonathan Beck.
V'ata harem et
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. You're not even watching the screen. You don't even notice.
Yes, I am actually. Yes, I am.
Oh, really?
Yes, I am. Unte et yadcha al hayam uvakaehu vayavo uvnei Yisrael b'toch hayam.
I heard here vayavo. I heard va.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Veyavo.
V'nei Yisrael b'toch hayam.
Veyavo v'nei Yisrael b'toch hayam ba'yabasha.
Yeah, it really is very natural for people who read biblical Hebrew to read it as vayavo, vayavo, right? But we need to be careful that when it's ve yiktol, we pronounce it as ve and not va. Okay, so give it to us.
So as for you, raise up,
because this
Jacob
is
here.
This is emphatic,
Jacob is
right?
here. I'll put him on stage. Hi, Jacob. Welcome.
Hello.
Howdy. This is emphatic, right?
Yes. So as for you, raise up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea, and it shall split.
No, not passive.
It's not. It is a real perfect, so that it might split.
Or
split
it is imperative. Because.
Yeah, you're right.
That's from
split it.
Pitch Perfect. Remember? Because never mind.
I don't remember that from Pitch Perfect. I haven't seen Pitch Perfect in a long time.
So it's bika, and then ehu is it,
Split it.
and this is long because it's an open syllable. Bika ehu.
So that the Israelites may enter in the midst of the sea on dry land.
Yes.
A
okay.
weekly
So
musical reference, yes, indeed.
This is ve'yiktol.
Why the Va'ata here is emphatic again? I'm just remind again.
Because first of all, you see the gershayim,
Mm-hmm.
the two marks. This is a disjunctive accent. Okay, so it's setting it apart.
Can you sing it?
Gershayim. What?
I was just going to ask you to sing it.
Yeah. So it's this is setting it apart, saying ve'ata harem et matcha. You don't need this because harem is already an imperative, and there's no ambiguity.
Sure.
Harem
Yeah.
et matcha is very clear that raise up your staff, and so when you add ve'ata, you're saying as for you. Why are we doing that? Because this verse says this is what you do, and the next verse says this is what I do. So it's ve'ata as for you, and then the next verse starts with va'ani with the reviyah, which is also disjunctive. So it's
The NRSV catches that. It does
me.
say, "But you lift up your staff." It just includes the you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. Okay, so I already said that this is an imperative, harem. What's the let's say the infinitive construct?
Harim.
Harim. Leharim, to lift, to raise up. Okay, so harem is the imperative, raise up your staff or lift up your staff. Unete, and this is from Rum, right? It's the Hifil of Rum. What is nete?
Stretch out from nun tet he, to stretch out.
Mm-hmm.
It's an imperative.
Yeah, nata. Now nata is doubly weak, right? Because it's final hey and it's first nun.
Yep, and we're going to see that later.
Right. So what's the future of that one? Like he will. The yiktol,
Yat.
third masculine singular. It would be yinta or yinte.
Yeah.
Yinte would be, but the noon obviously assimilates, so it's yite.
Yite.
Yite. When you make it vav consecutive, vayite, you get the apocopy of the hay, and that dagesh disappears, and this becomes vayet. Vayet, which is what we're going to see in the next couple of verses. Vayet means and he stretched out. Okay? Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Doubly weak because both the noon disappears and the hay disappears.
Wow.
Okay? Alayam u v'ka'ehu. What is that one?
B'ka'ehu. That's I think that looks like another imperative.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, with a third masculine singular suffix.
Yeah. Okay. It's not typical to find all of the imperatives in the imperative form, right? It's more typical to have the first one in the imperative and the second one in v'katal.
Right.
Right, and then the v'katal will trade out. We'll keep going. So with this one, we said it's baka, right? Baka, and then the ehu means him. Ehu. Okay, and then this one lengthens because it's not the final syllable is not closed, and then the u is just the conjunction. Yes, u v'ka ehu. And split it, and split the sea.
What would it look like if it were Iriel? With that suffix on the end of it.
So the verb is yivka. It's a quality verb.
Well, I mean, just a
Yivka.
v'katal form.
V'katal. This is yivkaehu, which is the future. The v'katal. I don't know if we would do the ahu, u, vakata. And then we'd probably uvakata, and then we'd probably have the oto after it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, great. That they might enter into the midst of this is veyiktol, or veyiktol, that they might enter. Okay, great. In Greek, this would be an optative. No, it's imperative, so this is subjunctive in Greek, just so you know. Okay, next. 17, John Leifer.
ואני הנני מחזק את לב מצרים ויבואו אחריכם
Stress is on that tipcha.
ויבואו אחריכם והיא כבדה בפרו ובכל הילו, excuse me, ובכל הילו ברכבו ובפרסיו שב.
Okay, great. Translate through.
And as for me, look, I am strengthening the heart of Egypt.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times, Jonathan mentioned this before, a lot of times when you have hine and a participle, it takes on the sense of I'm about to do it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So he says, I'm going to harden Egypt's heart or strengthen their heart.
All right. So that they will come after you. And so that, Iriel.
So they will come after not
them.
You, them. Mm-hmm.
All right. So they will come after them. And I will be glorified in Pharaoh and in all his army.
Mm-hmm. So he strengthens the heart of Egypt. And you said, so that, right, the purpose,
right,
so that they will enter after you or after them. And this is also so that. Both of these are ve'yiktol. I need to move this thing out of here. The cat is attacking a toy that's making noise. Be right back. She doesn't know when it's a good time to play. The on-air light just does nothing to keep her quiet. I don't have an on-air light. I'm just joking. All right, so that...
No, but I like the idea that you did and that you specifically put it on the ground for the cat.
No, I just put it up on top of the laundry so she won't get into it. Yes.
But the cat doesn't have on and off button, no?
She should know Monday nights are not her time. Anyway, so that I may be glorified in Pharaoh and in his might or his army. Can you hear the noise she's making? Because if you can't hear it, I guess it doesn't matter.
If a cat makes a noise in the forest, does the cat really exist? And in his chariots and in his horsemen.
Technically, chariot is singular. His chariot and his horsemen. Yep. All right. Great. So with that string, let's look at the string real quick. I'm doing this. I'm strengthening their heart so that this might happen. This is yavo. It's ve yiktol because Yiktol is the jussive, right? That this might happen, subjunctive. And this is veyiktol, ikavda. Yiktela. Not tol, but yiktela. That's why it's got the a ending. Okay, so now we've got two of these that are ve plus what looks basically like the future. The yiktol, ve future. The next verse starts with not ve yiktol, but ve katal. Katal is the past. And this is only in the pointing as it is. What if we had seen it instead as veyedu, and that they might know, right? But it doesn't say they might know the way that the Masoretes have pointed it for us, but otherwise. Adel, are you the next reader?
Sure. Yeah. וידעו מצרים כי אני אדוני והקבדי פרעה ברכבו או בפרשיו.
Yes.
The Egyptian will know that
Yes.
I am the Lord. I am glorified in
So in
Pharaoh,
my being glorified, meaning
in my,
when I'm glorified.
when I'm glorified in Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen.
Technically, again, his chariot. One.
His chariots.
We have a comment from Sing Greek and Hebrew if you want to take a look.
Isn't that you, Jacob? James?
Yeah, it's James.
Is it?
Oh, sorry, I removed it, didn't I? Unless I misheard you, the Septuagint has a pair for split rexon, not the subjunctive. I wasn't going by the Septuagint there. I was going by their reconstruction in BHS.
Yeah, I think the second part is what Jason was saying.
Yeah, it's that they offered a reconstruction in the BHS. Okay, so if I could offer something, I would offer that the veyiktol is for the purpose, and the vekatal is for the result. So let's look again. I'm strengthening the heart of Egypt so that they might come after you and I might be glorified in Pharaoh, and so on. And they will know, this is the result, as the result of all of this, that Egypt will know that I am the Lord when I'm glorified. Okay, so I would suggest the veyiktol as the purpose and the vekatal as the result.
Yeah, and I think that is right a lot of the time, and I think the reason for that is because it is the aerial perfect, right? It's something that's complete, and so it's the result of something that, like, it's a complete thing, completed action that happens because of that.
Yeah, in the pre-reading, I brought that up, the aerial perfect, and John asked about it, and I was hoping that Jonathan Beck had been here longer so he could go into it, because I think that's his favorite expression. Aerial perfect. Yeah. All right, we're with you, Colton. On
It
verse
wasn't
19.
at first. It wasn't at first.
All right. וישא מלאך האלוהים החולק לפני מחנה ישראל, וילך מאחריהם, וישא עמוד הענן מפניהם, ויעמוד מאחריהם.
Look, I had time to underline the last word. I would like to have you explain, when you can, the contrast between Vayamod and Vaisa.
Sure. Okay. So, first, a translation. And the angel of God, I keep wanting to say the Lord, sorry, the angel of God went out, going before the camp of Israel.
This makes a relative clause, right?
Yeah, the angel going before the camp of Israel. Or yeah, you're saying the angel who, yes. And he went after them, behind them. And a pillar, and the pillar of cloud it went out before them.
The pillar of
And
cloud. Definite.
yeah, the pillar of cloud.
Definite article.
Yeah, okay. And then and it stood behind them. So the thing that Jason wants me to point out is that for standing in place for stopping to be still, you say you would use a mod for standing still. And then Yisa would be the opposite of that. Because it would mean
So you can think of this as the
venture out.
start of the action, and this is the end of the action. So
Yeah.
you'd say this one would be go or set out, and this one is stop. Okay, what are we seeing in this? First of all, the verbs vayisa. What's that verb?
Well, it's
Like, what's the root?
nasa, nun
Nasa.
samakain.
Why don't we see the noon?
Because it is assimilated into the samic, because it closes
Great.
the vowel when it's prefixed with a in a prefix conjugation.
What's this one? Second verb?
That's the Vayikol of Halak in the call.
Yeah, halach in the call. Why don't we see the hay?
The same reason that we don't see the noon, except
Oh,
that
it doesn't assimilate.
Instead of assimilating, it just drops out.
Because it behaves like a first yod. Like yeshev, yelech. Okay, brilliant. So it just disappears. This is the same. This one, easy. Amad, right? Great. What is it describing here? What's it? Vayisa amud hanan mipneihem vayamod me'achareihem.
Yeah, so basically when they were traveling, the cloud went before them. But when they were still, it stood behind them and sheltered them from behind.
All right. And so the cloud that it's describing here is described as the angel. The angel went before the people, that is when they were moving, and it went behind them. That is, it would go before them when going and behind them when stopping. Right. So it was acting as their protection. Great. Verse 20. Are we down to Jacob? Howdy.
Hello.
Baruch haba.
ויבוא בין מחנה מצרים ובין מחנה ישראל, ויהי הענן והחושך, ויאר את הלילה, ולא
Okay, so this
קרב.
one, just notice the stress. Vaya'er.
Very, very good. Yes, the Vayikol stress, the black hole of stress.
And he's using classical pronunciation. Hallelujah, praise be to God.
It was good enough for Paul.
It's just the one I decided to learn for no particular reason other than it seemed cool.
Well, it makes you stand out.
Yes. No criticism.
Yeah. Anyways, את הלילה ולא קרב זה אל זה כל הלילה.
Yeah. You got an interesting verse as far as interpretation.
Yes, let's see if I can pull it apart. So he went in between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of the Israelites, and the cloud. So the cloud and the darkness. Oh, that is though I realize now a verb I don't really know. Yair.
Yair.
Oh, it's
Lehair.
ir.
Yeah, this is the Vayikol.
It's okay. So it illuminated the night.
Yes.
And so this one was unable to approach onto this one for the whole night. So the two camps were unable to come and say hi. No highs were exchanged.
Yeah. So the way that I see it, it was two different things. Like the cloud, remember there was a cloud of fire and a cloud of a pillar of fire and a pillar of cloud. So when it came when Israel stopped, then the cloud would go behind them, right? Because that's what it said in the previous verse. When Israel would travel, then the cloud would move before them because it's leading them to where they're going. That's the angel that leads them on their way. But when they would stop, it would get behind them. And what it seems to me is that Vayhi he'enan ve'achoshech. Okay, there was the cloud and the darkness. Vaya'er et halayla. So it seems to me that on one side, they had darkness and cloud, like maybe thick cloud and fog. But on the other side, it was giving light all night long. So it was providing light for Israel and darkness and cloud for Egypt. So the camps could not come together. The Egyptians were not able, through the darkness, to go over and attack Israel. So the cloud was providing protection.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting that you have this, like the cloud and the darkness there, but there's only the verb for like illuminating.
Yeah.
There's no verb for the darkness, so to say.
Do you have a copy of BHS? Because BHS also has things to say about this. I'll try to open Logos, but I'm afraid that it will lock up my system.
I have it open.
I have it. I don't have it open. I can switch to it.
Yeah, I have it open too, but I don't know exactly what it's trying to say with all the notes.
Does someone want to share the screen?
Oh, mine's
someone who is not
physical
me.
copy. Sorry.
Jonathan, can you share your screen?
I can share my screen. I think.
You should be able to. I've told Logos to open, but it'll probably take an hour.
Netos skotos kai gnophos kai dielten.
Yeah, so verse 20. Can you see? So first we have the note on Haholshech. Corrupted? Is that corrupted?
Yeah, they think it's a corruption.
Can you click on the note? Can you click on the note instead of hovering over? Because we can't see when it hovers.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So it says it's a corruption, right? That's the CRRP, right?
And then it gives a whole bunch of Greek.
It says Kaigenetos skotos kaignophos. Okay, so there was darkness, and I think gnophos is, what did we say? Thick darkness, maybe.
Yeah.
Nux, and the night went through. Okay, don't know what that means.
And then B.
B.
What's that? Periphrasin. So it's paraphrasing Joshua.
Yeah, it's saying I think it's saying to compare the paraphrase in Joshua 24:7.
All right.
CF means look at, confer. So look at the paraphrasing in Joshua. Can you click on Joshua 27 or 24:7? It's there, Jonathan. Just click on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Vayitzaku el Adonai vayasem ma'afel. Ma'afel is probably arafel. ביניהם ובין המצרים ויבא עליו את הים ויכסהו ותראינה עיניכם את אשר עשיתי במצרים ותשבו במדבר ימים רבים. Okay, so Joshua is paraphrasing what's going on there. Okay. And he says that he placed the darkness between them and between the Egyptians. Okay, it doesn't repeat all of the confusing parts. Cool, thank you very much. Notice the Vulgate, it says tenebrosa, meaning that it's dark.
Yeah, instead of Hachoshech,
characterized.
Kol Halayla is what they.
I think it's characterized by tenebrae, which is darkness. Okay, so you got the hard one. Sorry about that, but somebody else.
Well, that's fine. Those are the funnest.
So karav just means like nigash. They drew close. He drew close. So did not draw close this one unto this one. It means this camp to this camp. The two camps were separated. Okay, great.
No greeting.
Verse 21.
No saying hi.
No, they are not allowed. Do not speak to them. Do not exchange. Do not cross go. Do not receive.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
There you go.
Monopoly,
Right
really?
there.
Okay.
Yep. Do not pass Egypt. Do not receive a high five. Vayet Moshe et yado. Okay, this is that word nata, right? He stretched out. Vayet. Vayet Moshe et yado al hayam. He stretched his hand out over the sea. Okay, hand means arm, right? He stretched out his arm over the sea. Vayolech Adonai et hayam beruach kadim azza kol halayla. Azza is az, which is strong. Az. The word for strength is oz. One of the many words for strength. So, for example, we say Adonai oz yiten le'amo. Oz yiten. I don't remember the word order, but I mean God will give strength to His people. Oz. So Azza is strong because it's feminine, agreeing with ruach, and kadim seems to be a noun. Ruach kadim Azza. But it means an easterly wind, right? A strong easterly wind. Or we should force that word ruach to mean spirit. Force it, like they do in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2. Force it to mean spirit. No, it shouldn't be spirit, it should be a wind. Okay, so Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and God made the sea go with a strong easterly wind, kol halayla. Means he made it go away, to recede. Vayasem et hayam lecharava. God made, the subject of this is still God. So God made the sea into dry ground. Vayibak'u hamayim. Okay, this is nifal. I think before we had the kal, where it was an imperative. Let's look at that.
Yeah, it was
And
an
he says-
kal imperative with a pronominal suffix, object
Right.
suffix.
Yeah. And he said, and split. This is the imperative right there. Oh, good. I can't get this thing to move where I want it to go. Come on, one more, go back. Okay. Beka'ehu. This is imperative kal. And then suddenly, whenever it's fulfilled, it's not the subject of Moses, it's the waters as the subject. Yibak'u. One more, you can do it. Slow computer. Yibak'u. How do I know it's nifal? Because of that dagesh in the bet. This is yin baka. Yin baka, this is a nifal. The nun assimilates into the bet. Excuse me, that's bet. Yibak'u. Nifal. The waters were split with the vayikol. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And the
what's on here?
kamatz after the prefix is a big hallmark for the nifal yiktol.
Yeah, absolutely. This is hifil of halach. Halach. Okay. When it goes hifil, this again acts like first yod, and so it becomes holich. Holich means he made him go. Holich. He made go. He caused to go. Holich. So the future, yolich. The verb consecutive, vay yolech. With the stress moved like vayomer. Okay. What else? Vayasem et ze leze means he made it into that. He turned it into that. He turned the sea into dry ground. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. Verse 22. Jonathan Beck. Be my reader. Won't you be my reader?
I am your reader. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Vayavo'u v'nei Yisrael b'toch hayam b'yabasha v'hamayim lahem choma.
Where's that stress?
Choma, sorry.
Mhm.
Choma. Miminam. Miminam u mishmolam. Mismolam.
Mhm. Let's talk about these two first.
Right and left.
After you
Direction
translate.
words. Okay. So the sons of the Israelites, I keep wanting to say the sons of Israel. It's correct anyway. The Israelites came in the midst of the sea, or entered into the midst of the sea in the dry land.
Which would probably mean on dry ground, right?
On dry land. And the water to them was a wall, I guess, right? The water was a wall on their right.
Yeah, the water was a wall for them, meaning that it
their
was
right and on their left.
Yeah. Okay, minam. What's that from? What's the word?
Yamin.
Yamin. Okay, when you make it theirs, then you get the right? Theirs. And then the stress is here. This is near and this is distant. What happens?
Reduction.
It reduces. Yeah. Okay. Now we've got the normal structure that we would expect, and we have the word min that is attached, right? The nun assimilates as what?
It would take a dagesh, but it's genim levi, so it goes away.
Great. We have now the situation where we have a vocal shva under one of the skinim levi letters. Skinim levi, sin, okay, tzadi, ke, levi. Okay, these are the sibilants, and then this is skenem levi. Okay, these are the letters, skenem levi. Any of those letters, if you have a vocal shva and you have a dagesh, then they tend to lose the dagesh pote.
I should have probably pronounced it still vocal, like vayehi. Mi yaminam.
No. So the now we have a situation where we've lost the dagesh in the yod, okay, because it's skinim levi with vocal shva. And what do you get when you have chirik yod and no vowel after it? Because the shva represents no vowel. Well, that's just me. So we drop the shva. There's no shva. Mi, nam. Okay. This should also happen, by the way, when we have, Yehuda.
It's always I and me with you and never us and we.
It should be us and we. So, mi, Yehuda, we have the skinim levi. So it drops the dagesh, and now we have the chirik yod with shva, so it drops the shva. And it's mi huda. This is how you say from Judah. Mi huda, not mi Yehuda.
Yeah, you can't.
There is no ye. The same with Yerushalayim, the same situation. Okay. We have the same thing. Not mi Yerushalayim, mi Yerushalayim. Mi Yerushalayim. What does that tell us when we see the holy name? Right? We should see Mihova, if that's how the word is supposed to be pronounced. Instead, the pointing that we have is me, Yehovah. That shows us that this is not the vowels that belong to that name. Again. All right. Small. For some reason in Hebrew, small is written with an aleph. Small means left. Okay, so smolam, we've got this. This is stress, near syllable, distant syllable is already reduced. We attach our min with the assimilated nun, and there is no difficulty, right? Mi smolam. Why do we say mi minam and mi smolam? in Hebrew instead of to their right and to their left? In Hebrew, you say from their right and from their left. Any idea why, or do you feel that that's weird?
I feel like it's like we'd say like out to the left of them, like we'd say something like that, and so it's the distance, like it being away from them, and that being the kind of thing. That's just my inclination.
Yeah, because isn't it from the perspective of the speaker? I think that's or
I don't
something
know.
like that. I don't know.
You know, I have
Couldn't
to
it
admit
both
that
be from the speaker, like because to the right is also from the speaker. If you say that,
Right. Yeah, that doesn't.
I have to admit that I'm really looking for an explanation for this. When I'm asking, I'm seriously asking, because to me this has always seemed counterintuitive. So when, for example, if the door is the guests of your business come to the door and the door is locked, but you put a sign on the door and you can say Haknisa misaviv. Haknisa misaviv. The entrance is around, like go around to the side. Misaviv, from around. Why do you say from around? You say atanichnas miyamin. Miyamin. You enter from the right. But why did you enter to the right? It's really a question that I don't know in Hebrew. Like, I know how to say it and I know how it's expected to be, but I have no explanation why. It seems wrong to me. But so it says they had the water as a wall from their right and from their left, meaning on their right and on their left. That's what it means. But what do I know? Colton, you were about to say something and I rammed right over you.
No, it's nothing important. Yeah, no, to me, my guesstimation is probably the best explanation I've heard, because even Greek does this too. They'll do ek, like ek, and then like the direction or the location of something, showing like the origin.
do they? Genuine question. Do they do that as a Semiticism, or is that just like how Greek does it from like
That's a
Attic
valid
period?
question, and I don't know the answer. Valid question, though.
No, a lot of times I don't know that answer because, like, the majority of my experience with Greek is from the New Testament, and so I don't know if it's because they were thinking in Hebrew or Aramaic, or if that's really how they express that in Greek. I don't know. We have 3 more verses, and we have 13 minutes. So, John Leifer, take us away.
Okay.
Are you muted? No, you hadn't spoken.
No.
Sorry. Okay.
Vayedefu Mitzrayim vayavo'u acharechem kol sus paro richbo ufarasav el toch farashav.
Shav.
Yeah. Dyslexia strikes again. Uva farashav el toch hayam. And Egypt they chased. And they came after them. All the horses of Pharaoh.
So let me give just some idea for the connection between these two. I know that you've probably heard the verb akav, la'akov, meaning like Jacob, that he deceived or he came after. La'akov is to come after, to follow. Like on Facebook, somebody posts something interesting and you don't want to comment on it, but you want to see other people's comments. So you hit like or you put a comment. In the comment, you might say following. And then when other people respond, you get a notification. So in Hebrew, if you want to say that, you say okev. Okev means following. Like I'm ani okev achrei hasicha hazot. I'm following the the conversation.
Does James want to be let back in? Jacob, he removed himself from the stage. I don't know if he wants to.
Who?
Oh, there he goes. Never mind.
I don't know what's going on, but I put him on.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
clicked the
so
button, don't worry
okev
about it.
means following.
Okay.
But there is a more ancient way of saying follow, and that is ba achare. Ba achare. So ani ba acharecha means I am coming after you, but it means I'm following you. So this one, vayavo achareim, they followed them. They followed them. So what's interesting is that the word radaf and the word bo both take this acharei thing. So lirdof acharei means to chase after, to pursue. And lavo acharei is to follow. So they chased after them and followed them. And the acharei is serving double duty. It's both serving for the verb vayavo and serving for the verb vayirdefu.
So it's
Nice.
Egypt. Egypt chased after them and came. No,
And followed them.
Egypt, followed and came. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All the horses of Pharaoh, his chariot, his horsemen, El Tochayam, to the midst of the sea.
Yep. Technically, because this is in the singular, it's every horse of Pharaoh. Okay, brilliant, great. Verse 24, Adel, if you would.
Sure. ויהי באשמורת הבוקר וישכב אדוני אל מחנה מזרעים בעמוד אש ובענן ויהם את
So
מחנה מזרעים.
בעמוד
אש בענן ויהם את מחנה מזרעים. Vayahom, I'm sorry, this is a big one. Okay, Vayahom et mechane Mizraim. And it came to pass in there's three Ishmoret, isn't it? Like Haboker.
The morning watch. The morning watch.
And it's a military time, right? Be'eshmoret, Haboker. And the Lord looked down.
Looked
to the
out.
camp, looked out.
Yishkif is like if you look over something. Like if you're standing on a hill and you look out over the sea, tamashkif alayam.
Okay.
Mashkif.
So looked out at the encampment of the Egyptian in a pillar of smoke and
fire and cloud.
Fire and cloud.
Because remember, we saw that the pillar was divided out, where it was cloud on one side, or darkness on the other side. It was light, fire.
Yeah.
I never imagined it like that. I never imagined that it was fire and cloud, that it was mixed. I always thought that during the daytime it was a cloud and during the nighttime it was fire.
Too.
But I think that it's mixed together. Yeah. And it seems to be that the God is looking out while He is inside of the Amud.
Okay. That's interesting.
He looked out in the column, in the pillar.
Vayahom is confused or disturbed.
Something like that. Yeah, he set into confusion or chaos.
Yeah.
Is that hey mem, the same as the people being up in a stir when Ruth and Naomi returned.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he confused or disturbed the encampment of the Egyptian.
Yep. Great. Okay. So we have a lot of words for looking. Lashkif, listakel, להביט, לראות. We have a lot of verbs for looking. We might go over them sometime. 25, we are down to Colton.
Yeah.
And we'll do 26 so that Jacob can get another one.
Oh, it's already up. Sorry, my bad. Vayasar et ofan markevotav vainahagehu bikvedut. Vayomer Mitzrayim anusa mipnei Yisrael ki Adonai nilcham lahem b'Mitzrayim.
What's it mean? Vayasar et ofan markevotav.
And he turned the wheel of his chariot.
I would take it from a sail. Like he made it fall
Like
off.
destroy.
Well, the
He
NRSV has like he what did they have?
I don't know. You're telling us.
He clogged their chariot wheels.
Okay, like with mud. That would make good sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So this is.
I mean, just
check
by
her.
reading it, I thought it meant like he made them fall off.
I think that's also a translation I've seen more than once.
Yeah, if it was the Hifil, I would expect it to be Vayaser though. Vayaser.
Yeah, but there's always surprises. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could always change the vowel pointing if you are so inclined.
That's fair.
You can always change the Bible.
That's also fair.
This says it's to turn aside or depart, to cause to turn away. But there's a footnote that says.
So it does say it's the Hifil.
Vayesor. The Samaritan Pentateuch, the Septuagint, and the Vulgate.
So that would probably give up the idea of clogging it, because he would. La is to bind them.
Yeah.
To make
That's right. I remember reading that when we did this the other day. Now, yeah.
So they think like there was the Vorlage for the other versions had a hifil.
No, the other ones they think they came from the
from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was bound. The wheel of his chariots was bound. The wheel. Yeah. Yeah. And he drove it with heaviness. And then Egypt said, let us flee from before Israel, for the Lord is fighting for them against Egypt.
Yeah. Anusa is what form?
The cohortative.
Cohortative, first person, right? Singular. Anusa, let me flee. Do you remember what was used whenever Moses came across the burning bush and he said, "Let me turn aside"?
Is that not Sar?
Yeah, but how's it? Asura.
Asura. Oh yeah, I guess.
Asura, let me turn aside, or this is okay, excuse me.
Oh,
Asura, like Anusa. What's really bad is that Anusa has, in my feeling of like this feels bad. Anus, it's related. That feels like it's related to the root for raping, which is anas. Anas is he raped. It's a bad verb. Le'enos, to rape. So that feels strange to me as speaker of modern Hebrew. But anyway,
that would be very strange in context.
Yes. 26.
ויאמר אדוני אל משה, מטה את ידך על הים, וישובו המים על
Therefore,
מצרים.
it's not wa, but
yeah, וישובו. Sorry, you are correct. It's a ויקטל. ויקטול. המים על מצרים, על רכבו, sorry, al-rikhbo, al parashah.
Good old classical pronunciation.
Okay, what's it mean?
So, and Adonai said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, and it shall return, and the waters shall return over the
We have an imperative.
Over Egypt."
We have an imperative, and we have veyiktol. What's the connection between them?
Like so that the waters shall
Yes, it's purpose.
return. Yeah.
Why does he want him to stretch his hands out? So that the waters will come back. Yeah.
Over the Egyptian, over his chariot, and over his horsemen.
Technically, this is the country name, over Egypt. But yes.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Right.
you are correct. Yeah, I was thinking of like Mitzri.
Before he told him stretch out your hand in the waters so that the waters will stand up, right, like a wall, all this. And now he's stretching out his hand again from the other side of the sea, so that the waters will crash down on those evil
Release
Egyptians,
caps lock.
kill all of them. Yeah, kill all of them. All right,
Release
wonderful.
caps lock.
What? Release
All right.
caps lock?
He said release caps lock. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Look at that full house.
It's a
Thank
full
you.
house.
Howdy.
It was beautiful.
Thank
All
you,
right,
everyone.
guys, I really
Everywhere
appreciate
you
reading,
look,
your
everywhere.
participation. And we'll see you guys next week. For
All right,
those who
thank
are
you.
interested, we're doing Hebrew composition in the next hour. Just click over on our user live streams and come check us out. We're translating from English
All right,
into
thank you.
Hebrew. See you guys.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
Later.